It seems like that he's kind of old man River, like Leonard and Lorenzo get a lot of pub, but he's kind of just always there. How would you describe what Jordan brings to the field?
Jordan's a very solid football player. He lines up properly. You kind of know what you're going to get. He's going to play hard. He's going to play with good assignment and discipline. And the thing about sacks is sacks normally, half of them are out of effort, and sometimes it's out of being disciplined. Sometimes the sack comes to you. Guy gets flushed a certain direction, and there you are where you're supposed to be. I mean, there's times you just beat a guy off the edge and go get him, but a lot of times just being relentless in your rush and also being disciplined. So, you know, we've been able to count on him for those things. He's playing first and second down very well, much better than he did as a young player. He's provided good leadership as well. He got voted captain again the second time, so that's a good sign. That was by the coaching staff.
Despite being seniors, both Malcolm and Keith are making their first trip up to Vanderbilt this year. What kind of emotion do you think it is for them after the journey they've kind of gone through?
I didn't know that. You're saying who? Malcolm, Mitchell, and who?
Keith Marshall.
It's their first trip to Vanderbilt?
That's what they said.
Okay, well, I believe it.
They both missed in 13.
Just never think about it. And I just don't ever think about that. I wouldn't have guessed that, but I think they ought to, you know, if you go through Georgia as long as they've been here and didn't get a chance to hit every venue in the East, it'd be a shame. So I'm glad they'll be able to do that.
Is Christian Payne going to be able to play this weekend?
Looks like it. He's practicing, and we're gonna, as of right now, we're bringing him.
So what makes him such an effective fullback? And I mean,
Yeah.
to be ahead of a guy like Quavon who's been here a long time, and what's he doing?
Well, he's tough. He knows what he's doing. He's a strong kid, very strong lower and upper body strength. And he's not afraid to strike. Good fundamentals. You gotta want to. It's a high contact position. You gotta be able to do it down after down, and he's been doing that and doing it well.
What kind of role you think Reggie Carter might have this weekend?
You know, I don't know yet. If we bring him, which I think we're planning on bringing him at this point, I'm sure he'll get in there. How much, I don't know.
With the
So
trap. Go ahead.
Kimbrough with the club,
Yeah,
is he?
he'll be fine. Yeah, he's coming.
With the travel limitations for an SEC road game, was it difficult to come up with, or has it been difficult to come up with?
Not
a group?
super difficult. It always gets difficult at the very end, but I've mentioned it a few times even during camp. As early as maybe 5 days in, we would say, if we were going to Vanderbilt, or if we got to get to 70, what's it look like? So we've been kind of looking at that for about a month. So it's not that shocking, but in the end, you get down to this guy or that guy. Should you bring him or him? It gets a little tough, but overall, it was pretty quick eating.
With Vanderbilt coming out in their alternate jerseys, why do you think Georgia's gone away from that trend in college football and just wearing the reds and whites?
Well, we like our traditional look for sure, but other teams do it, which is fine, and I'm sure we'll do it again before it's all over someday.
Got time for one more?
Rico
Okay,
McGraw,
yeah.
one more quick thing. Rico McGraw's going back to playing his hometown for
Yeah.
the first time. When you got a kid, a freshman especially, that does that, do you have a little conversation with him to
I
keep
probably
calm and-
should, but I probably should. But they do get excited to go home. I'm sure it's part of the recruiting process. They probably look at that game and go, this will be important to my family and my friends, and so hopefully he'll have a good performance.
Thank you.